Hello, Geminis. Welcome to another episode of Ethereal Tarot. My name is Carla. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, then this message, this tarot reading is for you. And Gemini is your weekly reading will come out every Wednesday, so be sure to check back every Wednesday for that. And push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Helps to support the channel. Helps to support me giving you these weekly readings every week, and other bonus materials and giveaways that we're doing. So you can stay tuned for all of those. I'm actually giving away this tarot deck here. It's called the Ethereal Visions Tarot Deck. And no, I didn't create it, although I wish I could say that I did. But the way you enter the giveaway is just to name and email address. And there's a link in the description box below. There's also one pinned in the comments for you. So yeah, no spam, just a name and email address, lickety split. I'm going to announce a winner at the end of February. Okay. So coming up soon. And as always, take in what resonates, let go of what doesn't. And this is a general collective read for the sign of Geminis. What do we have here? Let's take a little look-see. 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 9 of Cups, the Hangman, 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I so adore you, either way. And this is how I do my spreads. This is how I do my readings. I read from left to right. The first path is the current path. This is the block, the challenge, the conflict, something that needs to come into your field of awareness at this time. It needs to be brought up and out if it already isn't. Most people feel a lot of resonance to the current line already, because it's usually percolating there under the surface, just under the surface. And then we go into the path of higher self. This is what God, spirit, angels, spirit guides, any higher realm being, this is what they want you to know. This is what they want you to remember, okay? And key word is remember, because we have every energy of the tarot innately in our being. And so this is not something you have to go get. It's just something you cultivate more of, okay? Listen to, meditate on, reflect on, contemplate. And so this is the message that they beautifully, wonderfully crafted for you. Then we come to the path of the possible outcome. And I do say possible because I honor that free will is the strongest law in the universe. And so things are changing all the time. So we'll take a look at the possible energies to come for you. Okay, let's get started with the current line here, the current path. We've got 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. Well, you got 2 9s. Something's very energetically, it's almost as if there's a conflict. There's a fight in you, Gemini, at this time. I don't know about what, but it's kind of a rock to your nervous system. It's making you feel wobbly, not complete, incomplete at this time, dissatisfied. Give me more for Gemini's current. It's kind of deflating your sense of willpower. Maybe your confidence is knocked. You have a little hesitation on board because of you're like currently in this fight or flight feeling, like a lot. Let me see. 6 of Cups. Okay. And the High Priestess. Ooh, all right. So I'm feeling like something is settled in the subconscious for you. And I really feel, Gemini, something of the past, something you're not addressing of something of the past. And it's kind of a knock or a blow to your nervous system. It's making you feel this fight or flight. I almost see like a need or a necessary path of like doing inner child work or maybe past life regression style. Something of the past is coming up, and it's putting you in this kind of disposition of fight or flight, okay? And it's very saturated, and it's almost like you don't feel complete until this kind of settles down. And let's go into my astrology oracle deck here. Let's see what house comes up for you, Gemini. Okay, the 10th house. This is the 10th house of fulfillment and social status. Here's where we see structures, corporations, tradition, ambition, public images, and fame, discipline, achievements, recognition, rules, and the father figure. I was just going to say father. It is also associated with power and authority, as well as the people who exert them. Interesting. Yeah, it's like a need for reparenting yourself at this time. Maybe something is unfulfilled, and it's almost like it keeps on pinging back up for you. just this like steady thing that keeps on coming up. Maybe you have dreams about it. Maybe you have like flashbacks of it. Okay. So really interesting energy here. It's coming up and it's being forced out at this time. It's like you need to like pluck the badness, you know, pluck the thing that, or address it or something. It's like an open wound that needs to be addressed because it keeps opening up for you. Let's go into what higher self wants you to remember. Wow. Okay. Well, it's really addressing you in the sense of feeling kind of this in limbo kind of transition period through this. Like, it's like you're not settled until you come to this place of more stability, more security. And I don't know why, Gemini, I feel like it's at the home front. That's the vision I'm getting. Obviously, take in what resonates, let go of what doesn't. Use your own intuition here and what you think this applies to. Higher self wants you to put this to rest. Finalize it. In swords are all the mental plane energy. It's like come to this place of knowing how to think about it and letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore, what you don't want to take forward, letting it go, that kind of inevitable ending. And it's a natural progression here because it's coming up to the forefront. It's very apparent. It might be something internal. It is something internal that's just coming up for you. It's presenting itself outwardly. And it's making you feel it's making you feel dissatisfied. It's making you feel like wobbly, like you don't have ground that you're standing on. So not a lot of security and comfort. And higher self wants to remind you, it's like acknowledging you with this energy, this hangman energy. Also acknowledging you like it's okay to let this thing go. Let it go. Look at all the swords in his back. He's done. It's a done deal. It's already done. It's in the past. You can let it go. Obviously, easier said than done. And there might be a process as to which you get there. That's the base. That's coming back to base within oneself. Four of Pentacles. Really beautiful line of higher self. Give me more. Yeah, higher self is reminding you to come back to base. Shore up your resources, what you have so far, the insights you have so far, knowing and looking upon what you've achieved so far. And also it's showing you like you've got the stability inside of you to get through this, to weather the storm, even if you will feel like your perception is flipped on it. Let's see. Three of Swords, release. And the Hermit. Oh, okay. Yeah, it wants you to get in touch and remember your own inner guidance system, okay? We have our own inner guidance system, and I believe it's an accumulation of our soul stuff. Okay, we don't always have to look to outside other to get validation of what we innately know and what our inner guidance system is. You know, it could look very different from one person to the next. So when we look too much on other for the guidance system, we aren't honoring our own and we're not getting in touch with it. We're just leaving it up to, whatever. Three of Swords is all about release. Start releasing that pain, releasing that grief. And higher self is, again, it's like giving you a big hug. You have all the support from the universe. It's like you have all the support in the world for this, to get through this time, to get through this kind of period. Maybe there's a little dark night of the soul going on, but you're kind of white knuckling your way through it. So this release period is going to help you in a lot of ways. Okay. Come into that inner guidance system, know when to release, when you have to release, know what needs to go. And it's all a learning process. Okay. That's Hangman. It's all a learning process. We're never just complete. Okay. But we can let go of the things that are already completed in us. Does that make sense? So stuff in the past. I just keep on getting inner child work, reparenting, inner child work, something at the home front, something to do with upbringing, family life, something like that. Okay. There's a lot of feelings attached to that. There's a lot attached to that we carry on into adulthood that we don't even realize. And really we just need to gain those new awarenesses, and it might feel weird. It might feel really weird or feel really impossible or feel very like our perspective and our perception is totally flipped on its head, but it's necessary. It's necessary to do that kind of work, and not your whole life. You don't have to, it doesn't mean you're going to be doing it your whole life. Okay. It just is, at some points, it's necessary to do that. Let's go on to the path of the possible outcome here. We have Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Wow. Talk about home front. Talk about home front. Really, I wasn't looking ahead, but talk about home front for you. These queens and empresses are all about the home front, and they're all about Queen of Pentacles, namely. All the queens are about past. Okay, looking to the past to mine the jewels for the presents, and obviously we have to balance that. You know, we can't always lean on the past. We can't always look to the past. We've got to look to the bright future ahead and all of our opportunities ahead. There's so much opportunity for new manifestations for you, Gemini, as you go through this. And Empress is all about co-creation, and she's not codependent either. She knows where her bread is buttered because she's the cultivator. She knows that it's all inside of her. And honestly, the Empress is really the embodied Queen of Pentacles. And if you're feeling a wobble at this time, I feel like you are going to be able to manifest that security, that comfort in yourself, also that balance of really your home life. And, you know, you can call a home many different things. It can be your body, your vessel in your body could be home. Anywhere on earth can be considered home. It could be like your literal home building. It could be home within people. It could be home within self. So there's many ways to view home. Some people feel like their home is in heaven, in divinity. So there's just many ways to look at this. But with the Empress card here, that's all co-creation. That's that satisfaction, you know, coming to that completion. It's really gorgeous outcome for you. And both of these Queen and Empress have brought things up into the forefront, okay? And they're not dependent on outside authority at all. There's not a lot of codependency there. Give me more for Gemini's possible outcome, please. The Chariot, oh my goodness. And the Ace of Cups, oh my gosh, Gemini. Are you going to flourish? This is all you just kind of taking the reins of your life. What feels out of control now? What feels out of whack? Your nervous system. All of that is just you just taking the reins. And in this really healthy way, in this very integrated way. He's straddling two Sphinx, which are riding his, driving and kind of pushing his chariot forward. And that's you just like being able to balance the duality and coming to this place really of reconciliation at a soul level, Gemini. At a soul level. Major Arcana is all the spiritual themes, okay? And you've got the most gorgeous, beautiful Major Arcana in your line of the outcome. Ace of Cups is you coming to that overwhelming emotion. To me, that's your release. It's like you're going to be released, and then the give and receive is just gonna be plentiful. It's like this state of abundance and growth and opportunity and just this new state of all of your perceptions and your perspectives on your whole life, really, because cups are all about feelings, not necessarily labeled emotions yet. That's more sword energy, but feelings. And what do I mean by, what are the difference between feelings and emotions? Feelings come from more of a place of intuition, okay? They come from more of an authentic place. Emotions are when we kind of fragment ourselves and try to file things. And they're not necessarily wrong, but I feel like feelings are more of information. It's like that raw information for us coming from our intuition, from our collected karma and collected belief, collected insights from our soul at a soul level. Oh my gosh, Gemini, I'm almost in tears. This is so beautiful. This is just so beautiful. Let me go into my tarot sidekick at this time. And this isn't a tarot deck, but it will give us questions and prompts to further deepen the read for you, Gemini. Let's see what we've got. What wants to come up for Gemini? Where do we take this reading, please? What does my soul path look and feel like? Oh my gosh. Well, since I really have thought that this is kind of a dark night of the soul time, and it's something where you have to reach back and find out the authenticity of your soul. What does it look like for you, Gemini? Not what you want to present to everyone else, and not like the fluff stuff that we've carried from past. What is it authentic to you? Wow. Oh my gosh, what a gorgeous question, Gemini. This one doesn't pop up for me very often, and I love this question. So I'm going to go into my Cozy Tarot deck at this time. We'll pull a few cards from here. And since we have a fresh new deck and the full potentiality of the tarot at our fingertips, I'm going to flex my intuitive muscle. You can too. What do Gemini's soul path look and feel like? Well, right now, one wanted to come out. There's kind of a dark night of the soul thing I'm feeling going on. Things from the past, things from the subconscious are coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw like a moon card, maybe like a Queen of Wands, because there's this need to really get down and dirty with your authentic self. Let's see what comes out. Ace of Cups, 2 aces of cups, Gemini. Ding, 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 ding. Holy moly. That's coming for you, whether you want it to or not. Justice. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Justice and the 8 of Pentacles. Love it. Okay, let's dive into this now. Ace of Cups. Well, it's what I said. It's like getting in touch with your real feelings about something, not something that kind of like these mind-made emotions where you know, and a lot of it, if we are doing like past life regression work or past life work, or just not even past life, but like past in this life, if you know what I mean, like your childhood and all that, when we're doing that, we kind of get into these grooves, these neural pathways in our brain of these, we can get caught up in these feelings of unworthiness, lack of self-worth. Our confidence can be shaken from it. And these all affect our nervous system energy. And so Ace of Cups is like, do you feel that in your heart? That's potential, dear. That's all the potential for you to just kind of start flooding with your own authentic intentions and feelings and just this overwhelming emotion. That's you starting to release. So I feel like, what does my soul path look and feel like? It's you getting down and dirty with the feeling level, okay? At the feeling level to your authentic emotions. Justice. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. What is your truth, Gemini? Where is your purpose? Where is your meaning? What do you value? What do you hold sacred? What do you actually feel? Okay. 8 of Pentacles. And this is you doing the inner work. This is you being very dedicated to the inner work, the inner authenticity that needs to come out at this time. Wow. Wowie, wowie, Gemini. I love it. I love it for you. Can't wait to see what you do with this. Can't wait to see what you manifest, what your life will look like. It's beautiful. There's just so much growth opportunity here. And it looks like you're going to really be embarking on that. Give me a love note from the universe for my Geminis here. I'm in my Oracle of the Angels deck now. And this is a love note from the universe. It's a kiss on the forehead from the angels, specifically for my Geminis here. What do we have? And again, Gemini, while I'm kind of shuffling this, push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Helps to support the channel. And you can win one of these decks here, these Ethereal Visions deck, by entering a name and email address in the link below. All right. Check back every Wednesday for your reading. What do we have? Health. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nervous system. Health. Mental health. Okay. Mental health. Physical health. Let's see what we have. Now is an opportune time to focus on your health. You have been living life at a hectic pace for some time, and it would be wise to take a break and allow yourself to relax and rejuvenate. Give thanks for the health of your body and mind, and remember to make your health a high priority in the coming months. Each and every one of my cells is constantly regenerating and radiating light. I attune to the divine love within me, and I let it flow through every cell of my body. I breathe in life, and the energy flows freely within me. I am eternal youth, eternal health, eternal light. Gorgeous card. Talk about mental health, taking care of it, making it a priority, and your home life, your past, your nervous system. It's all a part of your health, your health, your infinite potential, and tapping into that. It's gorgeous, beautiful energy. Thank you so much, Gemini, for allowing me to read for you today. It's been an utter delight, a pleasure. And I hope it's given you lots of insight and guidance here, and you felt some resonance. So please push subscribe if you have. And until next time, joyful blessings.